Decks and Daggers. RPG deck builder. I haven't really tried it out much. It seemed interesting from what I saw. So it looked like it was one that would be cool to give it a good try to. And figure out, what's going on here. Analyze it from, my perspective as a game developer and designer. All right, this is us. With a loud bang, the dungeon door is smashed down. Sharper minds probably would have used the doorknob. But one look at the large man emerging from the dust would reveal that subtlety is not one of his characteristics. In order to win the game, you have to clear the dungeon deck. This is your hero icon. Here you can see the amount of health you have, 6. The amount of gold you've collected, 0. We have no gold so far. He has 3 card slots. Each round, 5 cards are drawn from the deck. Put a weapon in your left hand. Okay. A shield in our right hand. We drag our card. We take down the roach. Oh, drag the monster onto the shield. You can also drag the enemy onto your hero. Ow! That hurt. We can heal it up. That's fine. The room is full of monsters. No way you can survive this. Drag the runaway card to heroically run away. Yeah, that's too much. Running away will do a bit of damage. The dungeon cards are put back into the deck. Wait, which one's in my deck? Oh, okay. I think this is what's in my deck. So it tells me that the baguette is so hard it can also be used as a weapon. But it doesn't tell me what it does. Like, like the meat and the bandages say that they heal. So I'm guessing it does heal, but I don't know. I feel like I need that information to know whether or not the baguette is worth using. So having that information not there, I think is just a problem with the UI. And in front of us, we see, oh yeah, get the cleavers. And that one's worth 5, so we'll grab that one. And I guess I have to discard that treasure. How much damage do they do? They do 5 damage. If I hit him with a cleaver that does 4, he's down to 1. Grab the throwing knives, hit him with that. Hit him with that. I could just grab the ring, right? The turn ends when there's only 1 guy left. Yeah, there we go. That worked out. You hit the shield. You hit the shield. And I'll grab the bandage. The bandage heals for more. I'm gonna grab the baguette just so we can figure out how it works. We'll hit the roach with this baguette, and we'll let the roach hit us. And then we'll use the baguette as an item. Okay, so it heals for 2 as well as damage for 2. So the 2 is for both the damage and the healing amount. And poison. Uh-oh. We only have 4 cards left to deal with, so we should be good here. Take out the roach. Grab some treasure. Last round. Oh yeah, we could just take the damage. Treasure me. Treasure me. And then take the damage. We win. Out of luck, I'll buy you a drink if you have attention for a moment. Okay, Salazar. Translating a book. It didn't make sense at first, but I've recently managed to decipher the coordinates of an ancient vault. I found the place, but it was riddled with monsters. I barely escaped alive. There's a lot of gold there. Re-team up, maybe? Share the treasure? I don't want to lie to him. I am a noble barbarian named Hrothgar. Why would I want to team up with someone like you? I'm very good at interpreting old texts and symbols. In other words, I know how to find and get access to places hidden from ordinary adventurers. Both men agree and shake hands. Salazar gave a weak handshake. A sin, the barbarian thought. The Black Burrow. Wow, I need a lot of XP to level. But there's 35 loot in here and 44 monster. I understand wanting to display those values, but to me, they mean nothing. Like, they might as well have said loot values, acorns, and monster threat waffles. Like, what does that even mean? I guess it's something that you'll learn as you get context within the game. But it could say something like, easy, or, a little rating bar or something like that. It gives me some sort of representation about how hard this is to compare to something else. Because to me right now, it just seems like a random number. And that's like more of a UX kind of thing. Covered by thick vegetation, Salazar and Hrothgar find the entrance to an old ruin. Step aside, I'm gonna kick open the large stone door. That won't work here, let me do my job. You decipher the symbols and push them into place until the door started to rumble, and then it opened. Now listen carefully. Inside the temple, you'll find lots of treasure. Venture us in one thing. A red ruby called the Eye. Wait, what's so special about that ruby? The ruby is some sort of kaleidoscopic looking glass, and you need to decipher the text. You'll wait here at the entrance. Good luck and try to not to get killed. This guy seems shady. I know. I feel like he's about to set me up. I guess the first thing I need to do is run away. I'll grab the loot and run. I'll eat the meat and take the damage. Eat the meat and take the damage. I could take damage again. I have enough health. Oh, wait, no, I'm poisoned. I'm dead. I lose already. I gambled and lost. Dead. Oh, that's what you get when you gamble with oozes. Right off the get-go. Like, the second round. An ogre. We'll see if we can fight off the ogre with a different turn. We'll just grab all the loot. We'll throw knives at the gnome. And we'll have the ogre hit 1 shield and 2 shields. That's a tough ogre. I'll probably just leave the ooze as the last thing. I know the one weakness of an ooze, though, is a baguette. Everybody knows that oozes cannot stand the power of baguettes. Throwing knife the bogling. Grab the baguette. Oh yeah, we need to drop his damage. But then we could just take both things on the face and bandage up. We have a baguette to take down the ooze, and we just take the damage from the bogling. Oh, I kind of like it. Like in the randomness, I like how there's the from the design perspective here, giving the option to sort of mulligan for your health, using your health as a resource, and the way that, you know, you deal damage, and the more damage you do, the less stuff that they do back to you. And managing your cards is like, that's really, really interesting. I like strategy games of this nature. Oh, it has multiple stages. Okay. So we basically hit a checkpoint within the Black Burrow. Just want to say thanks. Your help means a lot to me. No problem, Salazar. Why did you become a scholar in a world like this? I'll admit, I do feel a bit out of place in this world, but to be honest, I've always had that feeling. Tell me, Salazar. Salazar will remember that. He'll remember his kindness. My kindness will be remembered by Salazar. I feel like we're playing a Telltale game now. I was raised in an orphanage. My parents only left me one thing. A book. I feel obligated to study it and maybe even discover something about my heritage. I don't want you hitting me in the face, so you do that. I eat some meat. Oh, we can just grab the gem. Sweet. This game, it is really interesting. I like the choices. I like the randomness between, you know, you have the loot mixed in with the monsters. You're trying to take down the monsters while, like, managing your health resource. You're trying to get as much money as possible. And, there's a lot of really cool things going on here. Take out the ooze, and then we'll fight the ogre and win. We have 78 gold. Let's see what we can buy. All right, let's get a new shield. A round shield. We spend all our money on getting a new card. So now we're gonna build our deck to include the round shield. I might take out the worn shields and put in two round shields instead. I am low on health, so I want to heal. All right, and we'll take 1 damage from you. Grab the chalice, and we'll leave the baguette there for next turn. Eat the meat, and then take the damage. Oh, hey, there we go. We did it. Take that, rat. Aha! Hey, we found the ruby. In the dust, you find the red ruby Salazar was looking for. Thanks for finding the ruby. Now I can continue with my work. I'll need some time to decipher the text. I'll meet you later at the tavern. Oh, yeah, we gotta get rid of the rat. Rats are stronger in packs, so you don't want to let the rats stack up. Okay, yeah. The Wraith regenerates to full health at the end of a round and gains +2. So, yeah, if you don't kill him, if you do damage to him and he's left with, you know, like 2 health, he goes up to an 8. So, when you see a Wraith, you just have to kill it, I guess. Treasure chest. Okay, now we'll do that. We'll grab the treasure chest, and we'll grab the meat. We'll leave the bag of gold there. Yeah, I can't deal with the Wraith. I only have 5 power. Oh, then I can take it to the face. We've got to get rid of the Wraith. It's got to clear it out ASAP. Yeah, it's just overriding priority. It's like, you know, they're adding in things like you don't want to let the rats stack up. Like, the interesting thing is, like, the extra little designs on the creatures to kind of let them feel like their own. Like, the Wraith getting in powers. Like, you can't leave it on there. You can't leave it on the board because if it stays there and gains that power, all of a sudden the monster strength is increasing over your deck strength by that much. Run away. No. Oh, I died. 2 Wraiths! Grab the loot and run. All right, we'll take care of this Wraith here. Dead again. I think I need to edit the deck. I'm gonna run away from the bandages and the meat just so I can keep them for later. Heal for 4, hit his face for 4 is the same as a weapon for. Exactly. So like the heal here is just as good as this dagger here. Here we are in our last round. All right. We did it. This is way more doable. Beat the rat over the head with the baguette. Easy. All we needed was an extra baguette in our deck. We were able to win it. So maybe instead of having a baguette, I take another shield. Halt. Who goes there? I was hired by someone to get a certain item. I have all sorts of items for sale. What interests you? I'll give you a good deal. Don't play dumb with me. You know why I'm here. Please, good man. Could you at least explain what this is all about? You've stolen that scimitar. What? I did no such thing. I acquired this scimitar from an excavation dig in the east. Maybe he's telling the truth. 60 gold coins. Agree and pay 60. And I'll give the weapon back to Cedric. Demand 30. Don't be ridiculous. I paid 60 and it cost me 20. I got scammed. It's also kind of better to like stay low health. Because the lower health you have, the cheaper it is to run. I think we're good now. Last round. Yeah, we did it. We did it. And now we have all the loot. Been able to read a few passages from my book. Why the troubled look, then? Come on, man. Out with it. Well, I've started having these strange nightmares. The same dream every time. A man in a strange mask performing some kind of horrible ritual. Dreams can reveal hidden truths. Be mindful about them. I didn't expect such an answer from you. Anyway, the book mentions a place of great importance, some kind of temple. We should check it out. Let's just get the axe. Several monks lay dead on the temple floor. One of them is wounded but still alive. Please, don't hurt me. Calm down. What happened here? We were attacked. They're all dead. Please, I have to get to the inner sanctum to warn St. Lucius. Will you help me get there? We will help you. Thank you. Please, hurry. I'm dying. I don't have much time left. How does he know how much time he has? All right, ogre. It's all ogre for you. Hey, Wraith, I want to ask you a question. Would you like to be axed? When this enemy is destroyed, an odious ooze will be spawned. Yeah, see, like, the shield can block both the ooze and the gnome. That's just, like, shields are just better. When this enemy is destroyed, one body part will remain. Which one is it? A foot. I'll block the foot with my shield. We did it. We'll deal with the skeleton next turn. Let's take out the ogre first. Oh, yay, level up. One more health. Getting one more, like, point of health is huge. If we hit you with this and take that, we got 4. We can heal with that. Take that and be down to 1. Oh, yeah, we're more than okay. Oh, we had to discard the treasure. I lost more treasure. I could have gotten more treasure. And that for that, we have the shield. I actually should have grabbed the treasure. I think my priority in what I grab needs to shift a little bit. So I should grab things that get, like, used up. Like, I should grab gold as the last card. What I'll do is I'll actually heal. So I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna heal and let the great slime hit me. So that way I can kill off the other slime on the shield so I don't get poisoned. That way we'll be a bit more efficient with that one. Oh, this is the last hand, so we're good. Boom. I really like how the game is balanced because, I don't know, maybe it's too tight because it feels like a little bit of RNG can mess with you, but part of the challenge and the fun is trying to mitigate the RNG as much as you can. In the chapel, an old monk is playing to Magek, goddess of the sun. He stops and turns around. What have you done? You brought him here? Huh? Come now, that's no way to greet an old acquaintance. I've been had. Why do I trust people? Why am I nice to people? This is my second time that my being nice has backfired. What have you done? Who are you? Salazar, do you not remember me? Let me make it easier for you. The man slowly puts on some kind of ritual mask. The man from my dream. Malgaroth is my name. It's good to see you, Salazar. If not for Hrothgar and you, I would have not have survived. Let me correct that. Hrothgar runs towards Malgaroth, ready to slay the man, but Malgaroth puts out his hand. Don't bother, Hrothgar. Soon, we'll meet again. Dun dun dun. With a bright flash of light, Malgaroth disappears. Care to explain what that was all about? I know how this looks, but please know I have never met this man. Well, he sure seems to know you. Yes, but I don't know how that is possible. Mysterious. You know, I wonder if, we had left that guy back behind us, if he would have somehow done the same thing and taken out the old guy in the temple. Or was that choice actually a real choice we could make? A dragon? Poison if attacked directly. We're over to the shop now to pick up our new dagger. It heals us based on the damage it deals, so that's really nice. Yeah, and here we have our sacrificial knife. All right, we can take out one fire ant. We can't take out the other, but we can still grab the 2 weapons if we let him break the shield. Ooh, there we go. Perfect. I don't know what fire does, but I don't want to find out. I guess I'll find out. Okay, it's just like poison. Fire is the same thing as poison. It bad. Fire bad. Can you be fired and poisoned? You can. I'll take 2 damage every turn. I think we can win. Yeah. Literally all because we bought that one new card. On the side of the road, you encounter a beggar dressed in rags. Please, sir, can you spare a coin? Here, have 50 gold. 50 coins for a beggar? You must be a very rich man. One does not get rich without the exploitation of his fellow man. The man jumps up and throws off his rags, revealing a well-groomed face and complimenting attire. Let me introduce myself. I am Orpheus Orizix Altranax, eradicator of Impecunious, I don't know what that word is, and wizard of the Western well-mannered philanthropist. My goal is to make this barbaric world a better place by teaching people a lesson to not ignore their fellow man in need. How do I keep getting all of these wrong? They took away all of my money. In order to reverse this, you have to perform a truly selfless deed. But I gave him money. I feel like every single dialogue choice in this game is meant to like, be anti-me. I feel like when there's choices like that, as a designer, presenting these choices for a player, you should let them either like A, fulfill something that they're trying to do. Like, I want to, like I was with me giving 50 gold to the beggar, I want to be generous. The fact that you take that and you say, well, no, you're too generous, and throw that back in someone's face is like you're basically robbing that person of, like, as a designer, you're robbing that person of their volition and their agency in the world. Even if it's a small choice like that, those are the kind of thoughts that you have to go through of like, why are you presenting this choice? And why are you trying to trick the player into picking the wrong or right one? To lift that spell of yours, we need to find a wizard. I know there's a tower somewhere in the area. A mage called Equinox lives there. Hope for no rats. No rats, no rats, no rats. Yes. Easy. We win. Oh, but I missed that treasure. I have to discard it. Well, that's okay. We still won. On top of the mountain stands a small tower, the home of the wizard called Equinox. Welcome, travelers. Please state your business. We're here to ask your help regarding the removing of an ongoing spell. The door slams open. I'm upstairs, you hear someone shout. You should climb the stairs until you reach the wizard's laboratory. Welcome, fine gentlemen. I'm Grand Wizard Equinox. How can I help you? We have been robbed. I want my money back. Let me explain. On the road, we came across a beggar. The man wasn't satisfied with the amount of gold we offer him. See? Maybe it was a false choice. Like, they just use this line no matter what. If you give 1 gold, it's like, oh, that was too little. And if you give, like, the middle amount, it's like, oh, well, you could have given more. And then you give the highest amount, they're like, oh, that's too much. He revealed himself to be a member of the Western well-mannered philanthropist of a group of wizards strange, I've never heard of them before. What was the man's name? Orpheus Orizix Altronax, I believe. He put a spell on Hrothgar and stole all his money. Every month the spell will repeat itself until he performs a truly selfless deed. I've heard enough. You are the victim of an elaborate scam. Great. First of all, true wizards only have 1 name. Upon graduation, they renounce their old names and choose a new one. Secondly, a truly selfless deed is subjective. Magical rules cannot be subject to interpretation. Therefore, I conclude that man was not a wizard, but a fraud. Well, if he wasn't a wizard, how could he have cast a spell on Hrothgar? You don't have to be a wizard in order to use spells. For example, you could use postponed casting techniques. What? The spell is used only when certain conditions are met, like the opening of a scroll or drinking of a potion. You got a hold of some magical inventory is exploiting it for his own gain. What can we do about it? I could break the spell if you want, but that won't stop the thieves from exploiting others and giving wizards a bad reputation. I'll only help you if you agree to stop the thief. You don't know the whereabouts of him. Trace the spell back. I need to ask you a favor. There's a tree in the old woods. The roots go through a ley line. I have a big branch of that tree so you can carve a staff out of it. Okay, return with a branch. Oh gosh, more questing. Thank you. Mother and I don't have any money. Can you offer a good meal? Sounds good. No one would have taken this road, but there's no other choice. Mother's a knowing one. A fortune teller. Intuition was the way to deviate from the road. I'll agree. Tell me about my future. Let me take a look at your hand. A true adventurer in heart and soul. Your heart line is long. Unusual for one with your profession. Recognize a pattern usually seen among high-born nobles. Come inside and let us look at the cards. Death, 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 and a joker. You don't need to tell me this is not good. Don't worry about the fool. He's the wisest one. That was our fight for lore. Wait, I'm gonna spend my money before it gets taken away from me. I like this one. Execute. Kill a wounded monster. Or we can get 1 sausage of strength. Increases all equipped weapons by 2 and heals the hero 2. There's also this one to increase the value of a card by 3. Oh, a tower shield. All right, I'm saving up for the tower shield. So we need some healing first. So we can do this. Take the slime hit, grab the shield, and then take out the gnome. Loot, loot. I think we're in good shape now. I don't think there's anything that can stop us. Oh yeah, that's easy. We crushed that. I sometimes wonder how a big lump like you is able to walk through a forest without making any sound. I come from the Wolf Clan tribe. From a young age, we teach children how to survive in the wilderness. They are trained to hunt, fight, track, and to not make any noise at all. You ever want to return to your tribe? There's nothing I want more than that, but I cannot return yet. Why not? Explain your tribe to Salazar. In our tribe, after a child has completed his trials, they have to make a choice. They can choose the path of the warrior and be banished from the village, only have to return after they've proven their worth, or they can offer themselves to the gods. As a sacrifice? Not exactly. Because life is a gift given by the gods. If someone chooses not to accept this gift, is not willing to face the challenges of life, you're expected to give it back to the gods. So if you return to your tribe and your worth is not deemed good enough, elders decide if your journey has been completed. If you're judged unworthy, you'll be banished from the tribe forever. That sacrificial knife has saved my life so many times. Grab the shield. Take that hit. Block there. We're fine. Everything's good. Caw, caw. What a strange bird. Caw, caw, caw. Leave. I think we're in a good shape. Like, most of the challenge of this thing seems to be the dire wolves, and we're able to take care of them pretty easily. So, I haven't been too worried about the enemies in this region. Yeah, destroy everything, then grab all the loot. Oh, gosh. I literally live with 1 hit point left. On top of the hill stood an old tree. It was strange and beautiful at the same time. It must be the bristlecone pine the wizard Equinox was telling us about. Now let's cut off one of those branches. What's the matter? Just look at it for a moment. It's a tree. It's beautiful. Are you gonna write a poem now? Never mind. With a mighty swing of his sword, the barbarian chopped off a big branch of the bristlecone pine. That was strange. My hand started tingling the moment I picked up the branch. That must be the energy he described. Let's go back to him. What's so special about the tree? It's a ley line. Thanks for bringing the wood to me. Yay! My spell's gone. He shook hands, left with a smile. He felt liberated and daydreamed about all the places he would pillage. I'm a nice barbarian, buying the best shield in the game. The tower shield. The deck building part of this game is not as interesting as I would hope. It feels kind of solved. Like you just pick the highest number thing, and the cards that aren't high numbers don't feel like they're situationally useful enough to make it worthwhile. Remember me? Wait, how did you find me? That's none of your business. Here's your money back. Please, sir, have mercy. Is this another, like, fake choice here? Or do you think this is a real one? I'm gonna let him live. In terms of motivation, like when you're designing the game for like what are you gonna keep playing for? I mean, the one thing here is they're trying to get you hooked on the story, which is nice. Like having a story to a game like this is definitely useful. The other thing is progression. I'm a big progression junkie. And the fact that there's not much here, I love the setting. I love the Conan kind of barbarian guy because that's an IP that I'm very familiar with because that's what I work on for my day job. I feel like there needs to be more here in terms of card progression. Like if you think of looking at Slay the Spire, which is another card game, which is very, very, very good. You have like 4 classes worth of characters. So not just a barbarian, you have like the thief, you have the ironclad, you have the mystic, and you have the robot. Each one of them have cards. Every time that you play through a run, you level up, you unlock new cards. There's more different ways to do it. And the randomness is based on how you build your deck, and you're mitigating the RNG through that. And it's a lot different of a game. Where this one, it feels like you find the solution, and you just keep grinding through until the RNG is on your side. I'd like it to be like, where if you're unlocking the cards, like maybe you get another version of it, and you can kind of have that progression where you can make a super sweet deck that has lots of really strong cards. Alright, I'm not like most people. I'm a barbarian. My name is Hrothgar. You have nothing to fear from me. You can leave anytime you want, but please stay a while and listen. What happened to you? Struck a deal with a demon. You give me long life during your time as king. I'd create a statue of a demon in his castle. He's happy. The kingdom prospered. Eventually, you grew old and never felt sick. Your body started to decay. Hide your face. The awful smell. Ugh. People left the castle until it was empty. Then people left the kingdom until everyone was gone except me. The bargain I made with the demon was that as long as I am king, I would have a long and healthy life. If I could somehow give my crown to someone else, the deal would be broken. Are you suggesting that I can become king? Yes. Find that book for me. You can perform the ritual and you'll be the new king. Oh, it'll level up. We're fine. I literally survived with 1 health. 1 hit point. Oh, hello. How do you know my name? My name is Moloch. Moloch, you are the demon? Yes, I'm a demon. At parties, this is usually a good conversation starter. What? I didn't cut to the cheese. Chase, I'm aware of what you're doing. You're trying to free Angvar from his contract. Here because I want you to know who Angvar is and what kind of man you're helping. He's in perfectly good health when he struck a deal. He had a brother called Thevar. His oldest brother and by law would inherit the throne. He killed Thevar, tricked him into drinking my blood, in return to get Angvar a long, healthy life. He'd become king and I would wipe away all memories of his brother from the hearts and minds of people. Even his parents would not remember him. Why should I believe you? After he was his older brother, I believe it's only justice to return the favor. I dread these decisions in this game because none of them are ever good. I'm gonna help the demon because he's a little rat. Both drink the wine from a single cup, signifying it. All I have to do is spike the drink with your demon blood. Sounds easy enough. It's $12.99, but it's on sale right now for $11.69, 10% off. So it just came out yesterday. I think that this game would need a little bit more to it for it to justify the price. But I'm also very, very conservative when it comes to buying stuff. So, you know, take that with a grain of salt. It could be a really, really fun time. Like, I had a great time playing it for these past 3 hours, and I enjoyed it. I just hope that there will be more additions to it in the future, perhaps. More patches. No bugs. We didn't run into any problems. The game itself, the art is nice. It looks cool. It has a story to it, which if you're interested in seeing how the story ends, it's definitely got pluses. And it has a really good, solid base mechanic to the game about how the game is played and the rules for how the game works. I think it needs choices when it comes to the deck building, more like fleshed out deck building thing and a better progression system. Because leveling up and getting the 1 extra HP is nice, but it's kind of just, it's not changing anything. Once you're experienced with the game and you know what's going on and you have kind of a sense of it, there's not that little extra layer that drives you forward. There's not that I think the deck building would do a really great job of.